Okay, hello. I am here to film a sit-down video about my favourite / all the books that I've read that are lesbian romance novels. Now, it's a very niche market, but I'm gay, first of all, if you didn't know that. And I love reading romance novels, and because I'm gay, I really like reading lesbian ones. And I have found that it's been like, I wouldn't say hard, but it's kind of, I feel like I've got quite a good collection or selection, I don't know, here, and I wanted to share that with anyone who is interested because, yeah, I just thought I would want to watch this, so I thought I would make a video of it. Yeah, so I also just have my matcha tea here, which is yum. I will say that I'm going to start off with 2 books that are not actually lesbian books, but romance novels, but they are gay. So I'll also say that, sorry if I'm looking around, my bookshelf is right here, so I'm just trying to scan to see if I've missed any. I don't think I have. I think I've got all of them. I also just want to quickly say that most of these are ebooks, and I have downloaded them off. If you have an Amazon account, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I've been downloading them on Amazon, I've been buying them off Amazon onto the Kindle app. Now, I'm not sure if you have to have a Kindle to have the Kindle app, but my brother has a Kindle, or had a Kindle at some stage, and so I have the Kindle app. So I'm not sure how that works, but I think you can just have an Amazon account and then get the Kindle app and then download it. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that's how I have most of these books, because I actually haven't found a lot. Like, I'll go into a bookstore and be like, hey, do you have any lesbian romance novels? And it'll be #terrifying to ask or whatever. But yeah, they'll kind of just be like, sorry, I'm just gonna, they'll be like, yeah, we have these, and it's always the same selection of them. Anyway, that's just my whole kind of disclaimer first. So, I want to start with this book, which is, so this is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Now, I actually read this before, so you may recognize, actually you probably, I don't know, anyway. This is the original book of the movie Love, Simon. So that movie was based off this book, and I actually read the book. I actually did read the book first before watching the movie, and I also love the movie. But this book is particularly, I just really like it, and it's very uncommon for me to read a book that's gay, that's not lesbian, or girl on girl, whatever. And yeah, so this, yeah, would recommend this just right off the bat. And the reason actually why I read this or picked this up from the bookstore was because the little passage thing, what's it called? The review, I don't know what it's called, but it says The Love Child of John Green and Rainbow Rowell. Or Rowell, I don't know how you say her name, it's very confusing. Love John Green, also read The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns before I watched the movies, both incredible books, on a side note. But I read those years ago before I was into these books. So yeah, wanted to start off with that one, get that out of the way. Another one here I have is Proud. So it's stories, poetry, and art on the theme of pride. And this is compiled by Juno Dawson. Don't really know who that is, to be honest. So it says from lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, and queer plus writers and artists. Yeah, so this book I haven't read yet, but it just seems really cool. So I picked it up. Now, I want to start with the real books that I have here, but in a second. But I first want to say the first lesbian romance book I ever read was The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and I got it from a library, so I don't have the actual book here. But that's kind of what got me onto all of these other books, and it was and obviously now it's also a movie, which was super exciting. And I watched the movie a few months ago, and it was pretty good, really good. Did love it, but the book was really incredible, and I remember loving it so much. I read it quite a while ago actually now, but yeah, so that was the first book, lesbian romance book I ever read, so wanted to start off with that one. And then the second one was Night Swimming by... What the fuck? My life is a lie! I thought this was by Rainbow Rowell. That's so weird. Steph Bowie, Bo. I don't know how you say her name. But this I actually borrowed from a friend. Do I still have it? Don't remember. This was a great book. I think it is one of those books where it takes a while for the two characters to kind of become a couple, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember. But yeah, this is a really great book from memory. All of these will be lesbian romance novels from now. Now, the other physical copy I have is If I Tell You by Alicia Tuckerman. I think that's how you say it. And I read this for a school kind of English task where I had to write a review on a book, and we went to the bookstore and found one. Now, this is actually an Australian novel. I mean, it's based in Australia, and the author is Australian. And yeah, this is a really great book. I remember crying, and I remember loving it. I loved each and every one of these, by the way. So, okay. Now, I've written down authors that of ebooks who I have read many books from them. So, first one, H.E Logan. I've read 5 books of hers. And then Erica Lee is another author that I've been reading a lot of her books recently, actually. I read 3 of her books in a row recently. M.E. Tudor, I think. I read 2 of her books, which were really good. Chelsea M. Cameron, also read 2 of her books. And then Siera Maley, I read 4 of her books. So those are the authors that I have most frequently, have read more than one of their books. Okay, let's start. So, How Sweet the Sound, which is by Evelyn Darr. This book, actually, this is the most recent one that I finished this. I read this in one day, and I read it a week ago. I finished it. And this was a really incredible book. I have 2 kind of genres that I switch between. One is lesbian romance novels, and then the other one is, I don't know, I like to read fiction books that are about, that I can connect to real experiences, or maybe are based on a real story or something. So I like to read tragedies and really sad books. So this is not a tragedy book, but it it kind of has different interconnecting themes in this book. So it's not only about like, and I love the way it's written. I don't want to give anything away. So that one I absolutely loved. I was crying a lot. So I loved that one. Called Anyone But Her, Erica Lee. Twice Upon a Time. Also read that in one day. Was really great. Loved it. Also by Erica Lee. And then Sunsets and Shades. Also by Erica Lee. Loved that. Read it in one day. Redeemed by H.E Logan. Keeping Her Secret. Also loved it. Amazing. That one's by Sarah Nicola. And Secret Heart was by Danielle Dreger. Annie on My Mind, which is by Nancy Garden. That one I've actually had seen, was recommended after a lot of books that I've read, and it was recommended by my librarian too, who I love so much, but at my school, but I never actually read it. And then I was searching for a book and I saw that and I was like, hey, I should probably read that. It's a really great book, so definitely love that one. Perfect Together, again by H.E Logan, great. Reunited by H.E Logan, great. Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley. Fairy Tale Romance by H.E Logan. Style by Chelsea M. Cameron. Express of the World by David Levithan, I don't know. That I really liked it, really loved it. Just Juliet by Charlotte Regan. That was the first ebook I read of a lesbian romance novel, so that was really great. Definitely loved that. No One Needs to Know by Amanda Grace, also really good. On the Outside by Siera Maley. Suddenly by M.E. Tudor. Building Love, M.E. Tudor, also loved that. Not My Type by Michelle L. Rivera, I don't know, great. Taking Flight by Siera Maley, great. Tell Me Again How a Crush Should Feel, which is by Sarah Farazan, I think. That was also really good. Yeah, so those are all the books that I've actually read. Okay, so that was weird. That is the end of the video. I'm coming on here now because my camera ran out of charge and I forgot to say a few things. So, I first want to start off by saying thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't, just didn't have to watch it really. But definitely leave a comment below if you have any other recommendations, because I would love for those recommendations, because I would love that, and I think anyone else who's watching this would too, so that could be fun. I'm also gonna, in the description below this video, write down a list of books that I have looked at and have been recommended to me from the books that I have read and are in my library now, but I just haven't actually read them, so I don't know, so I can't really review them for this video. But yeah, I thought I might just put them below anyway, and yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. So